Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric and Chad here from Moss Pawn & Gun. Today we are going to show you guys how far a 9mm will indeed kill. You probably remember our older video entitled How Far Will a 22 Kill? Where we proved that a 22 will kill out to very, very long distances. We're going to do the same thing with a 9mm because generally a lot of people are real macho when it comes to caliber choice, and we're going to show them that a 9mm is pretty deadly. We're going to shoot it at 50, 100, 200, and probably about 440 yards when it's said and done. So tell them about the standard, Chad, real quick.
Well, if you remember the old video, How Far Will a 22 Kill, that Eric and Barry did a number of years ago, they used a 1/2-inch pine baffle board, which is basically just a solid pine board 1/2 inch thick. And that was kind of the old standard as far as, lethality of a given round. Well, this is actually a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, which is 5-ply, so it's slightly stronger in design than just a solid pine board. So if a 9mm will get through this, then it'll pretty much get through anything.
We're also going to shoot ballistic shell out to 440 as well. So let's get started.
Let's
do it.
All right, guys, we backed up to 50 yards. We're gonna take a few shots at the board here and see what happens. Let's do one more. All right, let's go down range and see the damage.
All right, guys. Chad's shots at 50 yards there out of the CZ. That was 124 grain Federal ball ammunition. That's one thing that we did not mention. All of the rounds penetrated, and the nice thing about it is this backing has a 2x4 against it. It's pine, and it actually went all the way through that as well. So you can see that at 50 yards, 9mm has no problem penetrating just about anything it wants to. Of course, we knew that. We're gonna back off to 100, see if our results vary any.
All right, guys, now we're going to take a few shots from 100 yards. Let's see what happens. A little low. All right, there's one. Let me put a few more shots on there just to make sure we got some on the target.
Just to the right, Chad.
Yep.
Good shot.
They've got at least a couple on there. Let's go take a look.
All right, guys. We got a strike here at 100 yards. Okay. Another one at 100 yards. Now it looks like Chad actually hit the board several more times than what he gives himself credit for, but I think it's just because it wasn't hitting the gong back there. That's fine. We just put the gong back there to give us an idea, but we can see that here where this 100-yard shot came out of that pistol barrel there, and that's a 5.5 inch barrel, by the way, on that 75. It actually penetrated all the way through the 2x4 and the 3/4 inch sheet of plywood as well. It's 100 yards there. So we got 100, 100, 100, and 100. That's 4 shots. We're gonna pony up, back up to 200. We'll try it with the pistol. If we can't connect with the pistol, we're gonna break out the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. Let's do it. All right, guys, we've worked our way back to 200 yards, 5.5 inch barrel, 124 grain ball ammo from Federal. We'll see if we can penetrate our baffle board there. We'll see if we can hit it, first of all. All right, here we go. Oh, I see it. Oh, just to the right, I see it. That's a pretty good little tick. I think I heard some pretty dull thwacks down there. Let's go have a look. All right, guys, I must have got really, really lucky with the pistol there because I had two shots land just about right on top of each other. Of course, not back to back, but I was lobbing them in and they were kind of going all over the place and they were hitting relatively low. And I think just the arc of the projectile as it was coming in, it just didn't really give us that ring. It may not have hit the plate at all, but there's 2 shots from the CZ at 200 yards. All right, and those punched right through, no problem. The exit holes look exactly like the other ones. And we found that 1 round hit low on the 2x4 here. So that's a solid pine 2x4. And at 200 yards, it blew right through it like it wasn't even there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get some ballistics gel torsos and we're gonna take our baffle rig and put it up at the 440 mark, and we're gonna break out the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 and shoot both in ballistics gel and against the board. Hopefully, if we can connect, I'd like to try a couple of spear gold dots and see if those things will expand in ballistics gel at 440 yards. Let's go ahead and back off and do that now. All right, guys, we're here at 440 yards. We got a Kel-Tec Sub 2000, iron sights. I know what you're thinking, but we're gonna try, all right? I'm gonna walk it in on the steel. We're gonna shoot our baffle, and I've got a ballistics gel torso down there that we used from the body armor test. And we're gonna see what all of this ammunition will do to those various targets at these distances. Here we go. I got a spotter. We're gonna see if we can't get on top of the sights on this little jewel here. This thing shoots pretty dang good. You ready?
Yeah. All right, you're just low, Eric. You're hitting at the bottom of the plate.
All right. Well, guys, I think I know just about where my dope is after getting those few shots on the steel. We're gonna make some slight adjustments to my point of aim, and we're going to try to hit the baffle board and the torso. I don't think it'll be too hard, guys. Let's go ahead and get on it here. I got a couple of rounds left. You can really hear that that round hits with a lot of authority on that steel plate, even at 440 here. So let's go for the baffle board. This should not be too hard, guys. Yep, that hit it. You hear it?
Oh yeah, you got it.
Got it? You hear it smacking it?
Oh yeah, it's going through.
All right, hang on. Little high. One more. Okay, I'm gonna go for ballistic Bob. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hit the board under it. Hear it?
Yep. Oh, that sounded like it.
Just under him. Hang on. Almost got it, guys. Bear with me. Wow. Man, that little Kel-Tec just really lobs them in there if you know what you're doing behind one. I think we got several hits on the baffle board to the left. You can really hear, I'm not sure how well you can hear in the video, but there's very distinct sounds that each target hits. And I heard one, when we shot at the torso, it almost sounded kind of like a plop, like a smack. So we might have hit our torso once. We're gonna go have a look and we'll see what we can get done here. All right, guys, so how far will a 9mm kill? Well, I'm about to tell you. Probably further than you can shoot it accurately out of a rifle or pistol. All right, right here we've got several strikes on the board. This was at 440 yards. Okay, 440 yards right there. All right, 440 yards. Now, on these strikes right here to the side, they actually penetrated the board and the 2x4. That punched a clean hole all the way through, and they don't look any different than the rest of the holes. So that tells you that the round certainly has some penetrating capabilities. Now, something that we're going to do in a future video is we're going to shoot some hollow point expanding ammunition at this distance to see what we can expect. Now, I shot our ballistics gel torso over here. This is pretty interesting. So with our ballistics gel torso, we got two solid hits right here. You can actually see, if you look close, there's some jacket splashes from where, like, you know, they hit low or on the ground, and the jacket splashes actually impacted the dummy. But right here, you can see the ball round penetrated right on through. Okay, so there's one and there's two. And that 9mm ball round, 124 grain out of a 16-inch barrel, Kel-Tec Sub 2000 with iron sights, went all the way through the ballistics torso. About 9, give or take 9 inches worth of ballistics gel. This is something I think that we should look at further. We're certainly going to revisit this subject, but we appreciate you watching today. Now you know that a 9mm is nothing to play around with. Proof's in the pudding, guys. They're deadly. Don't push them over. It's just a peon defense caliber, because 9mm with proper shot placement and with proper bullet selection, certainly going to get the job done. Thanks for watching.